Hello there everybody, my name is AlliedCam1 and today we are continuing to play through City Skylines. This is the After Dark expansion. This came out last week, so I'm going to continue playing through this and hopefully continue expanding our city of Portland into the 21st century. So let's carry on our merry way. Last time I started getting ready to address the need to expand our industry up into the mountains here, and built an incinerator because we need incineration. Our we need incineration. Our yeah, we just need it. Also of note, we're having traffic issues because this wouldn't be a Cities Skylines game without it. We have quite a bit of trouble over here. It looks like, and this is actually kind of concerning, I'm not sure why this is, but it looks like a lot of our traffic is going back and forth through these areas here, and not in the other places. The best way, of course, to help alleviate this would be to build a more robust internal public transport system, but I just don't have the money to do that right now. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll take out a loan and we can do it. The best way I think to do it right now would be to help clear up some of these on-off ramps for our vehicles. So that's what I think I'm going to do. A major point of contention right here is this area along this road here. So I think what I need to do is actually rezone some of this. This is all residential. I'm actually going to make this road, at least on that side, not residential anymore since it's such a big in and out thoroughfare. Let's see if I can do that here. Nope, I don't want anything along these roads. Well, I gotta be careful, I don't want to erase the houses behind it though. There we go, there we are. Excellent. So that should eliminate those houses, and at least decrease the traffic along this in-route a little bit. So, as far as this way goes, I can actually adjust this on-off ramp a little bit better now. But I want to take another look at the overall traffic scheme. Yes, this major road through here is going to be sort of a big issue. I wonder if making it wider will help, because it's got this boulevard up and down the center. So what I'm going to do is make these 6-lane roads with trees, and I'm going to upgrade them. There we go. That'll make it hopefully so that people can turn one way or the other. And that'll make, hopefully, everybody's lives a little happier, a little easier to move. Let's give it a minute and then we'll take a look at it again. Yeah, that did actually alleviate a lot of the problems, is people turning this way and that way. You can see that we're having the same issue in the downtown region. I think it's sort of poorly named right now as the downtown district. I gotta come up with something better for it. I was initially going to make this sort of my big waterfront property area, but it hasn't really sort of become that at all, so we'll see what happens. In the meantime, though, I can focus on actually getting this on-off area a little bit more squared away. And then obviously this will be the way that we'll get up into the mountains for our industry stuff. Doylet, the whole residential area here, has just been absolutely furious with me about their property value, and I can't figure out for the life of me why. Let's see if I can't unmask why this is the case. Parks and the ground is not polluted. Low land value. I don't want to track that anymore. Let's try... Let me take a look at the land value map. I mean, it's still pretty high. It's not... Maybe if... Education, huh? Let's see, so high school was 24 grand. We're currently massively behind as far as education goes, so that might actually be something that we would need to do to improve this area here. What don't we put it right across the... no? How's here look? It's weird that it's not like servicing this whole area. Is there something going on with these streets here? Like it services like almost next to nothing as far as an area goes. How about in elementary schools? These are looking okay, but our capacity is still crap, so maybe one elementary school, one high school? Yeah, why don't we do that? Maybe that'll help with these property values that everybody keeps complaining about. I do not have very many parks in the area either, so... And I don't really have the money to do anything about them now either, so... And these guys are concerned about... They're sick. Why are these guys sick? Noise pollution. I guess I do have to upgrade the healthcare in our town as well. Yeah, that would make sense. Noise pollution is caused by these buildings, probably, so... There should be a map for that, yeah? Wind... Here it goes, noise pollution. Yeah, it's these pumps that are causing it, so I think I'm actually just going to dezone the area around it. There we go. Dezone, 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 dezone. And make this just sort of an area outside of it. Maybe if I drop some sort of... Yeah, I think if I drop a medical center in here, actually, since there's the only other one is on the other side of town. How much for this hospital? 65,000. I have nowhere near that much, so I'm just gonna drop this clinic into the area. That's gonna have to do for now. Fire is not great, but I do at least have 3 stations spread throughout the city, so that's positive, at least I think. Okay, and now for getting in and out of town on this side of it. There's an entrance and off-ramp over there. Maybe I could make a... This is probably going to be pretty expensive, but if I take this... No, where's the on-ramp? There we go. I don't need it to be upgraded. I need it to be something that I can select. There we go. And make this a curve. Space already occupied. What's occupying it? Nope, I need this to be a straight line now. Nope, nope. Not being terribly cooperative. What is occupied here that... Go away. You're... What's occupied? Okay, there we go. We'll do it like that. On-ramp. Off-ramp. I'll extend this road over the water a little bit. And then this will be another on-ramp, off-ramp here. Where was it? Come on. I saw you accept it. Come on. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll try down a bit. There we go. That'll do nicely. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Is it because the towers are there? I think it is. Ooh, ooh. I'd really like that to be straight. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of derpy, but it looks like it'll work out just fine. Okay, now our demands for industrial are just absolutely astronomical, and now we're getting garbage issues again. What's this? This landfill is actually full, so I'm actually going to start emptying it out. And we need more garbage. These things are expensive. They're 30 grand a piece, but there's really, really no sort of alternative for it right now. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area over here, but for now I'm going to drop garbage to it. There we go. Oh, you need water and electricity, I'm sure. Looks like we're going to need more water as well. I don't particularly want to plop this in next to the dam, but I also don't want to, you know, screw over my noise pollution in this area as well. And continue dezoning these areas, so I'll just drop another one in there like that. Another water pump. Yeah, fire is still going to be an issue, but not one I feel all that inclined to deal with right now. The whole city hasn't burnt down, so that's good enough for me. Yeah, this looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That's not ideal Portland. Let me rework some of this traffic real quick. That dogleg was kind of driving me up a wall. Now that I own this area, I can build it like that. Which is, you know, admittedly still not terribly neat, but sooner or later I'm going to have to build these out a lot bigger and include like the full clover leaf, so that way people can go either way. And that'll probably be after I start building my mining industry up here. So I think we can actually work on that now that we have ways in and out of the city on all avenues, but this is still kind of bad. I don't understand why they're not using this as much. Why they want to go through the roundabout. Ooh. Okay, that might be part of the issue. These boulevards are just not useful. I wish that there were 4-lane roads without the boulevards. Because I don't necessarily feel like I need to have these people live on a super highway going through parts of town. But they don't... The boulevards are just, you know, really inefficient ways to... Because you can't turn left. Or you can only turn right, so you have to constantly go around one way or the other. Oh, nope, these are not places that I'm going to bulldoze. So, did that help? Not much. A little bit. These roads here I haven't upgraded yet. Plop, plop, plop. How's electricity looking? Still hovering near the edge of what's acceptable for nighttime, which is unfortunate, but that's sort of the way it is. And then tomorrow in the daylight, I'll actually expand this. I'll expand this road over here, and we'll start building our next construction project. So far, it looks like our garbage men are busy at work for taking care of all the dumps. How's our budget looking? And have I played back that loan that I took out? Still quite a ways to go. I still owe $139,000 on it. But that's to be expected. It was a pretty massive loan, but it got us out of debt when we needed it, so... Water is still good. So is sewage and everything else. Schools and stuff are good for night, parks, etc., etc. Oh, I think it's because at night the park funding and everything else goes down. So I think that's why these guys are giving issues to me with that stuff. Is because I'm decreasing the funding for parks at night, but they're not. They shouldn't be open. Who goes to a park at night? That's a great way to get, like, you know, robbed or raped or both, or murdered. Hopefully in that order. So yeah, garbage is an issue, and it looks like we've got a couple of buildings that are burning down. So it's got to just be traffic, because I have garbage pretty much all over the place now. So I've got one here, and then I've got one on the northern side of the city and one on the southern side. So I just don't think these guys have been gotten to yet. Health is still somewhat tenuous. These houses are probably the worst for wear. I'm not sure why that's the case, but what was that? Let's see. Request more local manufacturing industry. Alright, I think I can help you with that. Looks like the sun is coming up, so it's time for us to build. Let's start by expanding this road into the mountains. There we go. Let's take, I need that map, the ore one. Let's have a spout off come over here like that. And then we'll go ahead and start dropping some industry in here like this. That's just going to make a big bridge. Bridges aren't exactly what I want right now, so as we get a little closer, maybe I can expand the road here and then across the top. Slope too steep. Back it up a little bit. There we go. That at least gives us a road to connect the two. Alright. Alright, let's start dropping the industry in over here. Origin, let's see, specialization. How do I make it, first of all, this is going to be industrial complex, taxation, services, smoke detector distribution, and smoking ban. Let's see, how do I make this a, let's see, generic industry, ore industry. There we go. Oop. So now it is an ore area. Let's make sure that it covers our full intended area. There we go. I hate it when I do that. I keep trying to click out of the view, and it just doesn't cooperate. It deletes part of the zone that I just zoned up. I actually want to add a little bit more area to this. It's kind of difficult. Now we're being constricted by terrain, because we're up here in the mountains. So Actually, I'm just gonna change the name of the area to Oregon. Oop. Because I believe that's the correct way you're supposed to pronounce Oregon. Oregon. And we'll drop those in there like that. Next, we're going to need to get power out here. Let's zoom in here so that way I'm not bulldozing the very first building that plops in. And then we'll also need to get water. Excellent. So I think I know what I'm going to do for the first thing with this downtown district that I've been kind of kicking around ideas for is I want to expand it a little bit more this way, but I also want to change the specialization. So let's see, we have leisure, more vibrant nightlife, and many options for daytime relaxation as well. And then there's also tourism. Dedicates the commercial zone to serve the tourist by providing hotel accommodations, restaurants, and other activities. Let me make this the nightlife area. Okay, it looks like it's going to completely redo what it is that it's working on. I want to see what buildings pop up in its place, though. What's this? Bowling alley. The general store is still here. A club. Very nice. Oh, I should probably take a look at some of these bits that I don't need. Yeah, every time it goes to night, the property value drops, probably because of, oh, we do need more power. Probably because of the decrease in budget that I have for parks and things like that. Actually, and it looks like garbage is piling up at night too. Yep, I'm gonna just keep those at all hours because it looks like they run at all hours. So, yeah, so far the ability to spread your budget out over night and dark, or daytime and nighttime, not as useful as I thought initially. It is helpful for the solar panels because then I can bump up the budget for my electricity, but not too much else, I'm afraid. So the downtown is now currently our nightlife and the game cave. Iron Person Gym. Café Paris. Karaoke all night long. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see how our mining district is going out here. You guys are having electrical issues, huh? Why is that? That would be because you guys are running off of one garbage incinerator, which is not ideal. Also, this land fight is full. The thingy over here is full. So, actually, this would be a good place to drop in some more diversity of our electrical grid. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll connect it that way, and then sooner or later I'll run a line across to the other side of the grid here. I should probably do that sooner than later. Then I can have access to these windmills as well. Now, where's a good place to run the line? Probably here and there. This, just the way that I have to set Portland up, it's just so full of segregation between the highways and the mountains and the hills and the rivers and stuff like that, that I just have all sorts of power lines crisscrossing. Alright, what are you guys complaining about now? Not enough educated workers. You need some highly educated workers. What is that standard? Okay, let's see what we got for that. So the next thing that we would need then is a university to highly educate our people. It looks like we're almost at capacity for the elementary school guys, and we don't have any demand for much else right now, so I'm actually going to finish up that demand by dropping in another elementary school. We'll call that one the... Because it's under the bridge, I'm going to call this one Patrol School. Cool. And then we also need a new high school as well, because we're sort of running out of the capability to handle that. I think I'll drop this one on this side of town over here. And they still want a prison, so that's probably... let's take a look at our law enforcement issue. Crime rate is still low, but we could probably use something to help with that. I don't know, I feel like the game wants you to get all of the, at least one of everything in there, but at the moment I think that what we really need to get is our hands on some public transportation. Taxi depot. It's too bad Uber is not an option. Bus depot. Bus station. And it looks like we got a couple places that have closed up here. I wonder why that is. Here we go. Multimedia Center abandoned. Let's go ahead and delete it. Take a look at our property value map. Everything's looking good all along the river and stuff like that. But then you have a water problem up here, huh? Probably one of the buildings put in the gap there weren't getting water. Yeah, the one guy here. And this ore mining is giving us all sorts of bank. Look at that. 10 grand a month off of ore mining by itself, or off of the mining alone. And a lot of that is coming out of the ore, so that's very nice. I wonder what the crime is here. Interesting. Just generic crime is happening? Interesting. I'm kind of tired of hearing these guys complain about their dip in property value at night, but you know, at least I'm increasing the number of patrols at night, so that's a thing. I don't understand why they need to have more education and stuff at night, unless people are going to night schools. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have 137,000, that's good. Fire is going to be an issue out here, so I'm actually going to drop down a fire department. Garbage, how are we doing? Healthcare, death care. Death care is good for the moment. I think what I'd like to do is start focusing on some public transportation. I love metro stations, and I see a bunch of good places for them, so I'm going to start dropping them in. So first one up here is going to be in Oregon. Second one is going to be in Delling City. Let's see, where's a good place for it? It does have some noise pollution, so it might be good to build it. That looks good. Next one will be in Doylet. Sort of in the middle of the district, I think. One in this downtown area. And another one along the beach. We should also probably have one over here in the industrial zone. Alright, now for tunnel. Let's see here. One there. One there. One there. One there. One there. And I think that's pretty good, actually. Oh, we should probably... 29,000 for a big-ass tunnel. We will make one big loop. And that'll be our line. Elegant in its simplicity. And hopefully that'll help our, help sustain some of our other issues. Keep the city from getting too nasty too quick. Looks like we're still having garbage issues. Not sure why. Let's see here. Incineration status. For whatever reason in the last couple... I think it's because at night... This budget thing is throwing me. Let's see. Nope, I have the same budget ready for both times, but I think what I'm going to need to do is just plop down more disposal. Because both of my dumps are currently emptying. And that's no good. We do have our incinerator sort of on the edge of town, which is good. And I think I'll plop another one sort of over here. There we go. And that should sort of help head off some of those issues, but you just never know. Alright, looking good here. I'd like to actually, we have a lot of demand for residential and commercial, so I'm actually going to try to expand this little neighborhood here. Let's see, how's the best way to do this? There's not a whole lot of room to do it with. And I don't really want to add a whole bunch of intersections. I'm losing residents, and that is not ideal. Sort of curve it around here like that. Why is everybody moving out of my town? What's going on here? The only thing I'm seeing a lot of notices about is the lower property value, which seems to go away as the day comes up. Okay, yep, I'm just gonna put these back to 100 for day and night. I simply can't afford to keep dealing with, you know, fluctuations like that. Alright, let's finish making these areas high density residential. Actually, I'm gonna these areas along the highway I'm going to turn into high density commercial. Get a little closer so that way I can paint these properly. Very good. High density residential all along here. And then high density commercial through here. Very cool. Nope, that's not high density, that's low density. expand the Dilling City area to include here. So do you guys need water? You do. Yep, that's not connected to anything, so those pipes are not going to be very helpful. Man, our population is kind of struggling to continue going up any further at this point, and I'm not sure why. These guys need more workers, huh? I do need a new residential area, so I think I might actually build one on this side of the highway now. I'm going to start expanding into the northwest area. So this is a... This is going to be a new neighborhood, so let's go ahead and start expanding this way. Or at least it will be. I think that this is actually going to be where I'm going to end this episode. Next time, we'll go ahead and start building out the next neighborhood, and we'll call it a day. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. My name is AlliedCam1, and this has been City Skylines. So, I should probably fix this traffic issue as well. So, thank you so very much. I'll see you all next time.